What's good, everybody? It's King Malcolm back with another video. In a while, if you can see, you can tell we are in a different space. I moved a while ago. Here we go. I moved a while ago, and yeah, I meant to vlog, like moving day vlog, moving day content. Versus this camera. Today, I meant to vlog like moving day content when I moved, but it was a lot, so we just ended up not doing that. But yeah, we're in the new place. If you watched my most recent video, if you haven't, what are you doing? Yeah, if you watched my most recent video, I did talk about moving. So yeah, this is me in the new room. It's not as spacious as the other one, but we're here, you know. If you're new, welcome. I'm King Malcolm. Welcome to my channel. Yeah, everybody, new or not, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Yeah, woo, it's a long time. I'm trying to get back to making these videos more frequently, but you know, just trying to figure out life and the such. So I got to make sure where it all fits in. So it is, you know, graduation season. So if you read the title of the video, let me kind of get the gist of what we're going to talk about. So it is graduation season, and a lot of people I know are graduating from college. Yeah, clap it up for them. That's exciting. Hands look huge, but that's exciting for them to, you know, to be graduating from college. So I thought, you know, I'd get on here and share my own little bit of college experience in a way. Because for those of you who don't know, I did actually attend college. It was very, very brief, and by brief I mean like a couple months. Yeah, it was very brief time that I spent with because my twin brother was also there with me. Very brief time that we spent, but yeah, not a lot of people know that I did actually go to college. You know, people who didn't know me like in high school and the such. But yeah, I'm rambling. So I decided I was gonna do just a little story time, perhaps, or like just like recap on my little bit of experience with college. So like to start, I guess. So like in this video, I'll just like talk about how like prepping for college, actually being there, and then like why I'm not there now. Yeah, I almost started this off like a speech and debate thing. Like in this video, we'll talk. Yeah, I used to do speech and debate in high school. If y'all ever want a story time on that, let me know about that. What y'all think? I'm trying to grow my hair back out. What do y'all think? Let me know what y'all think about me growing the hair back out. But yeah, so to first talk about my college experience, we have to talk about high school. Not everybody's favorite place to talk about. It's not mine, at least. But yeah, to first talk about college, we must talk about high school. I look so big. But so I graduated high school in May of 2017. So before, you know, you go to college, you gotta fill out your FAFSA. You gotta make sure, you know, you apply to colleges. I applied to a couple, got into just about everyone that I applied to. So before we talk about why, I'm just preface this whole thing by like, I might have fumbled my bag college-wise, and like you'll understand when I get into why I'm not in college when we get there later on in the video. So one of the colleges I did get accepted to, I was eligible for like their version of a free ride academic scholarship. See, but the thing about it is, I live in Ohio, and that school was in Michigan. So like, it doesn't seem like that much of a big deal, But like at the time I had like no car, no license. So like at that particular college, freshmen couldn't bring a car anyway. So I was gonna be like 4 and 5 hours away from home. And just like, it was a mental health thing. Like mentally I was not prepared to be that far away. So when it was time to pick, I picked one of the colleges I applied to in state, and it was like 3 hours away from home, and actually currently where I live now. We'll get into that in just a second. But let's preface this whole thing. Financial aid, college in America is a scam. It's a scam. So yeah, so like so back to getting ready, just like so I can be a guide for like my followers who haven't gone to school yet. If you're still in high school, shout out to you. You know, everybody talks about how important it is to make sure your grades are up. Also make sure you do extracurriculars. Extracurriculars are also needed when you go to college. But I always, oh my god, I'm losing my words today. But it was very much like I was ready to go, but like not ready. Scholarships. Now some of them, I did apply for some. I got one like small $500 one from something else I did earlier in the year from an award that I won. But like I applied for one big scholarship that like in hindsight, had I got it, it would have helped me out immensely with my school. But the hang up with it was, I'm not even gonna lie, I probably would have been their diversity pick, because a lot of the people who were awarded this scholarship were, you know, yep, I'm just gonna leave it at that. But had I been able to, like, they needed a physical copy of your college, like your acceptance letter, which I didn't have. I had an email at the time. So like whenever I was gonna get this acceptance letter was way beyond their deadline, and I remember just like emailing folks. Yeah, deadlines. You got to make sure you get, if you do apply for scholarships, make sure you get them in on those deadlines, which I did not, which kind of like, again, fumbled my own bag in going to school here, because like, yeah. So that being said, then, you know, that one $500 scholarship, didn't have any other scholarships. And then you fill out the financial aid, which you feel like your parents don't make a lot of money, because like I didn't do it under my own, because like I was a child. Like I never paid the taxes or anything. I never paid taxes or anything. So like, yeah, we went under my parent, you know, financial aid. Yay. It tells you, it pays for everything. So then like, yeah, you're good to go. You're accepted. You're going to college. So like I said, me and my twin brother ended up going to the same school. We were roommates, because like, let me get back on track, because I rambled for like several minutes. But yeah, we were roommates. He was in like an engineering program, so he got to go to school 2 weeks before I did. So in that 2 weeks, like he was there, but like he made some friends, which, yeah. So I ended up going to, I'm gonna say the name of the school I ended up going to, Wright State University. If I can find their picture, I'll put their picture here. The school I went to, Wright State University. But yeah, down here in Dayton, Ohio. So I get in. So I was enrolled in college from August of 2017 to December. Like I was an actual student from August of 2017 to December of 2017. So we'll get to leaving school just like when we get there. But so yeah, I was like a total of like 4-ish months. Yeah, about 3.5, 4 months is how long I was actually in college. So I get there, move-in day, I was a nervous wreck. So like, I don't handle change well. Like I had a legit panic attack in the car. Like I was not ready to go. Like I was ready to go to college up until move-in day. Like we're loading my stuff in the car to go, because mind you, like my brother already went 2 weeks ago. So I'm ready to go those whole 2 weeks, and then it's time to go, and it's just like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. can I stay at home? Like, I was very much nervous, very much like I don't want to go at all. So then, you know, mom gave me a pep talk. We get in the car. Mind you, y'all, we got lost going down there. Mind you, now this, like, my sister went to the same college. She graduated from this college. We know how to get there. But for whatever reason, mom, I know you're watching this. Love you, mom. I'm her favorite child, if she ever asks. But if y'all ever want to know, she decided to take a different route, and we low-key got lost. Yeah, my mom had me in the country somewhere, and we low-key got lost. The lighting here is very nice, but we low-key got lost. Anyway, that's besides the point. So we get there, it's move-in day. Yay, move-in day. So the way our dorm, which ends up being the catalyst for one of the reasons why I'm not in college now, was like a shoebox. So think about, like, my people who have been to college, think about the dorm you were in. Now scale it down by 2 feet on its length and width, and put 2 beds, 2 closets, 2 desks in there. Right. Yeah, it was small, like we were in a literal box, which I still owe them $2,500 for if we went, but we'll get into that at another time. But yeah, so like we're in this literal box. Moving day was really chill. Our floor was really chill. Technically what I went to is considered a PWI, but there was a ton of black students and ton of black student life and stuff for, you know, the school itself was very diverse. So there was people of all types of walks of lives and skin colors and ethnicities and backgrounds. So it was really cool, really chill. We didn't have a strict RA. Our RA was never in her room. She was not very much help. But yeah, it was an experience. So like moving day, we move in, they had a party. There was paint. It was a glow in the dark paint party. Had to wash paint out my hair later on after the end of the night. So, you know, we're chilling for a couple days, you know, because moving day was like a Thursday. Yeah, I want to say it was like a Thursday. It was either a Thursday or a Friday, and classes didn't start till Monday. So we're just chilling for the weekend. Like I said, my brother was down there for 2 weeks, so he actually got to make some friends. So I met his friends, the people he hung out with. Mostly, so like also our dorm, we had to share with the guy next door to us, and he was in like a single. Now, not to just not call nobody out, but that was also an experience, just because like my guy, he was a homosexual. Like he shared, like we shared the bathroom with him, but he was like forever always in it and taking up all the space. And also that we found out later in our time there, he was having relations with his, you know, his friend in our shower. Yeah, they were having relations, folks, relations in our bathroom that we shared. And like my brother's friends didn't believe us until like his one female friend, Maddie. Shout out to you if you're watching. Hey, Maddie. Maddie heard it, and she like was like, I'm gonna knock on the door. I'm gonna knock on the door. So yeah, like we met some cool people. College classes were not that hard. I felt lied to by some of my high school teachers. Maybe I was just, you know, I liked school a little bit, but like it didn't seem as hard. I guess it was the autonomy of the thing. Like you are accountable for you. Oh, excuse me. You are accountable for you. So like I guess the autonomy of the whole deal is what like I guess made it hard. But like my college English class wasn't that hard. Like every paper I did on my final version while I was there, every paper got an A. Setting up a schedule was very easy. Yes, I did have classes technically every day, but they were so, well, technically, see, now in high school, now this is, we're going to backtrack to high school real quick. In high school and like middle school and all that, I was always a year ahead in math, right? So when you go to college, they make you take a placement test. Why your boy do so bad on the placement test? I had to take remedial math. when I got to college. So my Mondays and Wednesdays were just that one class at like 2 or something. And it was like, so you go to the computer lab, it was on the computer, you were there for like 2.5 hours. And that was just my one class on Mondays and Wednesdays. And then like I had a bunch of other classes. Like Tuesday was my most stacked day. Just in more because like my English class was at 8 a.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Yeah, so I'm like, there are probably folks that's like, you're wild, you took an 8 a.m. English class. It wasn't that bad. When motivated, I do get up that early anyway, so like that 8 a.m. class was not that bad. And then like the college I went to, they make you take a first year seminar class. So my first year seminar class was all about, you know, being black at a PWI. So like we talked about black people issues and black people things. We also learned things about like credit and how to budget. So like it was I loved the class. It was my favorite class out of the day. And then I had a science class in the afternoon on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And that was my only class, because like all my other classes were like actual literal in a classroom type. That was my only class in a lecture hall. And the amount of people who like don't pay attention in class, like I've seen people online shop. I'm in here trying to take notes and it's like this girl 3 rows ahead of me literally buying shoes while we in the middle of this lecture. So the biggest scam to me about college was books, and not even books themselves, it was access codes. Like they would be like, oh, we're gonna use the online textbook, but you need to go to the bookstore and pay like $100 for the access code for you to get this textbook online. And like I did have an online class as well. Yeah, I know, I feel y'all pain for all of y'all who had to indoor college at home the last year. I did have an online class, and if it was any class that I procrastinated on, it was that one. But other than that, like the classwork it didn't seem that hard to me. I had a lab on Friday because my science class also had a lab. So Fridays, my only thing was lab in the morning, and then that was it. I liked the way their dining was set up. It was almost like food court style. So like each dining hall had like little restaurants. Not gonna lie, your boy held, because they had like a Denny's type restaurant. Like it was a small version of Denny's in the one dining hall, and like your boy kept it in business. Not even gonna lie, but lo and behold, when I had to leave school, I still had a shit ton, I kid you not, a ton of like dining swipes and like the actual like flex dollar thing. I had a ton of that left, and like there was a convenience store on campus that took your swipes, and like I was trying to buy a whole bunch of stuff before we left just to like use up that money, because like I paid for this, like my financial aid paid for this. So like yeah, I wasn't in college long enough to actually like make a friend. Like I didn't have many friends. Like I hung out with my brother's friends. Like we went to a couple parties. The parties were cool. Not like, you know, everybody's like, oh, you went to a PWI, it was a bunch of white people parties. Not really. Like these were done, like held by black organizations. Like the Divine Nine was very prevalent. If you don't know, those are the, you know, 9, we're not gonna hold up fingers. The 9 African American fraternity and sororities, like they were very prevalent on campus, and like they threw a lot of the parties that we went to. My only gripe with them is, can y'all not stroll in the middle of the floor? My sister and the kids are home. Not stroll in the middle of the floor of the party. But yeah, I wasn't at college long enough to actually make a friend. So we did come home for breaks and stuff, and just because like on the weekends we didn't have nothing to do, so we would come home. What else about college did I remember while I was there? Yeah, it wasn't that hard. Hated our dorm. Didn't like really sharing the bathroom thing, but it's better than like the end of the hall shared for the whole floor bathroom thing, so I guess. But yeah, so like it wasn't that bad for the time I was there. So now let's get into when we had to leave. So we found out that, lo and behold, our financial aid did not cover all of our expenses. So that's what that $2,500 that I owe for that dorm room, that's what I mean. It did not cover my room and board. It covered my classes. It covered that access code for that one class. Yeah, it covered my food. It just did not cover oh my god, but the room, which for the size of the room, if like anybody's seen it, and technically also our room was handicap accessible, but I guess they didn't have any handicapped students to put in that room, so we got it. It was very much small and very much not worth the $2,500 that they still want for that I still owe. So we find this out, we call our parents, you know, we're trying to get loans, denied. We called everybody we know that we could help, and we just couldn't get it done. So at the end of the semester, we could not, because we owed them money, we could not make a schedule for the next semester for classes. We could just literally not move on. So towards the end, knowing that like I have to be done for the time being, I did give up on like some of my classes, because just was like, well, what's the point now? Because I'm about to be done here. Like, I literally have to be done at the end of the semester. So the end of the semester comes, and I kid you not, the end of the semester is the same week as my birthday, and I think I turned 19 that year. And if anybody asks me, 19 is my worst birthday ever, and we're about to get into it. So now, after being at college for like 3 months, we have to pack up to go home. Yeah, we have to pack up to go home. On the same weekend that's supposed to be your birthday weekend, you're packing up to leave college. So like, I had a cold. Like that whole week, I had a cold. And so like now I'm sick, hopped up on cold meds, packing up my room. My mom's in town, you know, for our birthday and to help us move out of college. We drop off our keys and all that, because like we're done here. And I mean, granted, like it's a good thing like I didn't make any friends, because I would be really salty. But I was salty about like, I had been waiting my whole life to go to college. And then like we finally got there, and it's like the way life works, it's just crazy. So we finally get there, and then like you're there and you're living, you're enjoying it. Like I was finally getting comfortable at college. I was ready, because like I'm very much like a homebody, and I like being around my family. So like being at college was different. Yeah. So like I was just very much ready, you know, in love with college. I was finally getting the hang of it, and it was time to go. Like you had to go. So we pack up, we're moving. My mom has a hotel, and like also my sister lives down here, which is actually where I ended up staying with my sister and her family for a little bit after we had to leave. But before that, my mom was like, oh, y'all can stay, you know, the night at my hotel with me. I got 2 beds in my room. There's a pull-out couch. Y'all can stay at the hotel, right? So on top of already having to leave college, and I had a cold, and it's my birthday, we're allergic to whatever they clean. Like they clean, like I'm allergic to lavender. This is how I found out I'm allergic to lavender. So we're in this room. Like it's very clean. You can smell that they cleaned it. I kid you not, I wake up the next morning, my eye is swole shut. Literally just like looking like this. Eye swole shut on top of the cold that I already had. And I'm just like very much salty that I had to leave college. So yeah, that was like by far the worst birthday that I had. So like the video, like the title of this is always the question I think about when I think about my college experience is like, am I technically a college dropout? because like it wasn't my decision to leave. Like I wasn't ready to leave. I technically didn't flunk out. So like, am I a college dropout? But yeah, so like I ended up staying down here for a little while, and then like I just did end up moving all the way back home. And like one question people would ask like when they find out about my college situation is, do you ever plan on going back? And actually I did plan on going back in 2019, but like I said, I owe that money. So like I couldn't even get financial aid, like not even the money, because like I also owe financial aid too. You see like this shit that goes on. College in America is a scam, because like I also owe financial aid and like the government the same amount of money that I owe the school. So I owe them both $2,500, but that's besides the point. So yeah, you can't get financial aid to go to a different school until you pay off the school that you owe. So like I don't have to pay back the financial aid, but I have to pay back the school, right? So until I could pay them back now, but then I'd be flat broke. So then it like defeats the purpose of what we're trying to do here. So, because like I have the money to pay them back, but then I'll have no money. So I mean, I do plan on going back at some point. I have to figure that out. Like that is just one thing that I do want to accomplish, is to get my degree. But like there's many things you can do and be successful at in life without your degree. So yeah, like people would ask all the time, do you plan on going back? I did. I was really adamant and working towards going back in 2019, but I couldn't because I owed that money. So that was my college experience, y'all. If you would like to share yours, leave a comment down below. Make sure y'all like this video up. I know I rambled for like 20 plus minutes. It's gonna be a long video. But yeah, y'all leave y'all comments down below. Let me know your college experience. If you like this kind of video, give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you share with everybody. You know, we're still trying to grow the channel. Grow. The more growth we get, the more content I'll put out. But yeah, that was my college experience. If y'all want to know anything more about it, let me know. My socials are always linked in the description box. But yeah, we're trying to grow the channel. If you're new here, thank you. Just like thank you all for watching anyway. My faithful followers who watch all the time, thank you all for watching. I'm sorry if y'all can hear the fan in the background. It's hot in here. But if you've been watching since the beginning, I thank you all. I'm rambling. Let me wrap this up. But yeah, that was in a nutshell my college experience and my time there. So if you guys want to hear more videos like this, see more videos like this, leave a comment down below. And as always, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.